if Ku genuinely doesn't have pals, Nazuna questions. Ku wonders when people are considered friends, and Nazuna speculates on that topic. Ku had friends when he was younger, but she questions whether it is impolite to refer to someone as a friend, even though they haven't spoken in years. Ku thinks he purchased his old Transceiver in order to contact with someone. The call is then placed on the Transceiver by Ku. Akira reveals that she hasn't thrown out his Transceiver since he gave it to her. When Ku asks why he still has his Transceiver, Ku became more gregarious and had more acquaintances around 6th grade, according to Akira, who notes that, because of their various courses, she never got the chance to speak with him again. He never called on the Transceiver despite her waiting for him to. Ku has been skipping school lately, so she called to find out how he was doing instead of hearing a sound from the Transceiver. Akira says he left the Transceiver in her mailbox, but admits he didn't give it to her when Ku asks whether he handed it to her. Ku remembers putting it on the mailbox, but she was unsure which one belonged to Akira. Being buddies, Akira was concerned about Ku's previous melancholy. She wasn't sure if he thought of her as a friend because of his aloof demeanor, but in his own unique way, he gave her a sign of his affection. Ku understands that everything was a misunderstanding. When they were younger, Ku remembers that Akira urged him to play with her and the other kids, but Ku refused since he was watching ants transport other dead insects and thought he was having more fun on his own. Akira invited her to watch the ants with him since he thought they were buddies. Ku accepts it and extends a greeting to Akira because they haven't spoken in a long. Given that it is 4 a.m., he wonders if she is going home because she is wearing a school uniform, but Akira clarifies that she is on her way to class. She typically rises early and enjoys going for walks before school. Ku says that she is going home in an embarrassing way. Akira wonders if they can get together at the same time tomorrow. With the Transceiver, Ku returns to Nazuna's building and makes contact with her, telling her that he had a buddy after all. Nazuna hangs back and falls asleep, upset. After Ku lets Nazuna suck his blood at roughly 3:30 a.m., she begins to notice that he is departing earlier and jokes that it seems like they only have a physical relationship. This happens over the course of several nights. Nazuna doesn't mind it, despite Ku's claim that it helps her. She makes the joke that he's probably dating someone else, and awkwardly, Ku denies it, letting her know that she's right. Ku disputes it, claiming that's not what she's thinking, and then walks away. Ku then sprints to find Akira. It's become usual for him to meet Akira after spending time with Nazuna. Ku and Akira mostly just spend time together and make little chat when they do talk. When Ku asks Akira if she is enjoying spending time with him, she replies that she is. Ku recalls that Akira used to be more chatty and animated. Ku then begins to consider whether or not she genuinely likes him before realizing Nazuna is watching them. Ku assumes that Nazuna is upset as she approaches them, but Nazuna is actually joyful and wonders why they are playing hanky-panky at a setting like this. What she means by hanky-panky is unclear to Ku. Nazuna assures Akira that she needn't be concerned because their relationship is purely platonic when she asks Ku whether he knows her. Akira thinks they like each other as they address each other as Kanan-chan, but Nazuna blushes and wants to show that not everything is connected to romance. She motions for Ku to stand before biting into his neck, sucking in his blood, and revealing that she is a vampire. Akira and Ku are taken to a bar by Nazuna. As they are underage, Akira orders breakfast and coffee, while Nazuna orders beer. Ku is asked by Akira why he is allowing her to draw his blood and if it has anything to do with him missing school. She had previously chosen not to ask him, but she is now curious as to why he is skipping it. Ku apologizes for not notifying her, but is at a loss for words. He was under the impression that everything was okay, but all of a sudden, he lost interest in the activity and was unsure of how to handle it. Akira admits that, although she has to, she also dislikes going to work or being at home all day. She's delighted she ran into him recently because she occasionally wonders if her friends are still close. Akira begs him to accompany her to school since she finds it more enjoyable with him there. Akira still doesn't think she is a vampire, but Nazuna finds her interesting and is okay with it. Akira is Ku's friend, as Nazuna points out, but she hasn't gotten in touch with him recently or seen him in a while, so what has she been up to? Then Nozuna gets to her feet and chooses to go. Ku notices that she hasn't paid for her beers as she exits. Nozuna pays, and Ku then departs. He wonders if she's upset, but Nozuna says she isn't. Ku says he can't know if she doesn't tell him, since he doesn't believe her. Nozuna begins criticizing him in a rage before taking off in the air. Ku tries to catch up with her, but loses track of her. Nozuna is nowhere to be found despite Ku's best efforts to find her. After tripping, he remembers he has the Transceiver while he cleans himself up. He apologizes for meeting his friend in secret over the phone to Nozuna. Nozuna claims she isn't upset about that, though. Ku doesn't know what to do or why she is furious because they haven't had any arguments, but she wants to apologize to her. In front of him, Nozuna arrives, debating if their connection calls for reconciliation. Nozuna explains that she is irritated rather than enraged. She questions why he didn't respond when Akira asked him to accompany her to school. Ku reveals that he held off responding since he wasn't sure how to tell a buddy who was a human that he wouldn't be there because he wanted to turn into a vampire. When Nozuna sees that he has blood from falling, she decides to kiss him to suck it. Insisting that he should have stated human friend, Nozuna queries whether he also had a vampire friend. Ku, Nozuna's buddy, is informed that they will meet tomorrow before she departs. Ku says that friends don't typically kiss as she leaves. Subscribe to the channel for more recaps and comment us to tell which anime recap you want.